Okay, we're going to talk about stem changing verbs, boot verbs sometimes they're called. We've talked about that in class. Based on the shape of an outline going around those that change. 3 types or classes of boot verbs, E to IE, using entender, which means to understand. As an example, we have entiendo. You see that second E turns into IE. Entiendes, entiende. Entendemos, entendéis, and entienden. So you see that in the nosotros and vosotros form, that E does not change. And therefore, when we draw a line around the ones that do change in the stem, it looks like a boot. These are some common E to IE verbs. Cerrar, to close. Mentir, to lie. Comenzar and empezar mean to begin. Pensar means to think, and pensar plus an infinitive is to plan to do something. So pensar is just to think. But if you said, pienso ir a bailar, I'm thinking about going to dance. Or pienso comprar un coche nuevo, I'm thinking about buying a new car, for example. Or I'm planning to. Perder is to lose. Preferir is to prefer, and querer is to want or to love, which we had in last chapter. Tener and venir are 2 verbs that are stem changing, but they also have a yo form that is irregular, so maybe they are called partially stem changing. For example, well, you remember tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tenéis, and tienen. Tengo exámenes mañana, I have exams tomorrow, and then venir does the same thing basically, but as an IR verb, of course. Vengo, vienes, viene, venimos, you see there it's an I, and then venís and vienen. And it is sort of a boot verb, but it has that first person irregularity. Vengo de la biblioteca, I'm coming from the library. Your second type of stem changing verb is E to I. We have servir, which means to serve. Sirvo, so the E turns into an I there. Sirvo, sirves, sirve. Servimos, servís, and sirven. So you have, again, the boot, where the nosotros and vosotros form do not change. The stem doesn't change there. And all E to I verbs are IR verbs. So you'll remember that. I mean, basically, that's good to remember for the nosotros and vosotros form, because then you have an I there. Servimos and servís. Some other common ones are seguir, to follow. Medir is to measure. Pedir is to ask for or to request. Repetir is to repeat, but also to have a second helping when you're eating. And teñir is to dye or to color something. Type 3 is O to UE, almorzar, which means to eat lunch. Almuerzo, that O turns into a UE. Yo almuerzo, tú almuerzas. Él almuerza, nosotros almorzamos. Okay, so that O stays the O there. And almorzáis. And then almuerzan. So you again have a boot. There are some common ones. These are U. This is U to UE, and it's really jugar, just follows the same pattern. Juego, juegas, juega, jugamos, juguéis, juegan. So here are some common O to UE. Costar is to cost, and that was one of the verbs in your vocabulary this time. And it's usually only in the third person, because you usually don't say I cost or you cost. It's just it costs. It's only usually in the third person, or in third person plural. Dormir is to sleep. Encontrar is to find. Poder is to be able to. Recordar is to remember. Soñar is to dream. And when you say, like, you have a dream about somebody, you use the preposition con, which is with. So instead of about. So soñar con. And volver, to come back or return.